why the name of movie is Shamitabh?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. Many people think that this is some kind of a sensational title because it includes Dhanush's name and my name. But when you see the film, and unfortunately I can't tell you the story now, but when you see the film you will realize that it's part of the screenplay, how this title comes about. It's a name in the film, and that's the name of the film in the film. So, how does one explain this? It's a part of the screenplay. It's not something that has just been devised. It's just so beautifully formed as part of the screenplay. It's actually also depicts two people coming together. So whenever you see our credit titles in the promotions that we've done, you always see my name coming and his name coming separately, and then they join up to form Shamitabh. So in the film itself, it is these two individuals with their separate individual talents. They come together to make it one and move forward.
Thank you.
But I just want to add that the whole process of working in Shamitabh, of working with voice, what Balki did was that he asked me to record the entire film before going on set. So this entire script was recorded by me in my voice in an isolated dubbing studio. And then when we went on set, we performed to the recorded voice. And after we had performed to the recorded voice, we came back again to the dubbing theatre to redub the entire film again, because facial expressions or wherever the voice was used were different to the voice itself. So you had to match the facial expressions. And that's why we had to do the film the third time in a dubbing theatre. So it's been quite a wonderful and unique process of making this film. Almost 3 times making the same film. Actually 4 times, because nowadays we are doing promotions, and promotions is like making yet another film all over again.
If people think that when you act to a dub voice or when you dub to a character that's non-existent, you know, it's very difficult for Amitji to dub for another person, imagining that character how he would act. He can easily dub if it was himself. So the first difficult task is Amitji dubbing for a non-existent visual in not the way that he does normally for himself. And the second thing is for Dhanush to act on Amitji's voice without behaving like Amitji. And then third thing is for Amitji to kind of relook at Dhanush, relook at stuff, and then remove all the Amitabh Bachchan from that character. It's a very tedious task, and only you need really great performers to do this. And it actually started with Amitji totally understanding both characters and giving it a difference through voice.
Balki, you want to add on what he said, because when you think of Akshara,
Her outside an editing suite, an advertising editing suite, she was standing there. There was this girl, I didn't know she was Akshara. She had blue hair, short hair. Something I just looked at her and I said, who's this girl? So when we had the story, I had a small plot, but I wrote the film without asking her permission. I wrote the film with her in mind as one of the characters. And after the film, I discovered she was Akshara Hassan in the middle, but I never asked her anything. After the film was written, then I asked her, and she said, and she was not interested in acting at one point of time. So I just asked her, would you like to act? She suddenly said yes. So I just think we got lucky.
my birthday is coming up, I need a new voice.
You'll have to ask the other side, not mine.